run up to tax year end, now is a good time to contact your clients to consider tax planning opportunities to ensure that they're making use of their allowances, exemptions for the current tax year, because some of these can in fact be lost if they're not used. Starting then with things like your pension contributions, it is important to ensure that they're maximising tax relievable contributions and also ensure whether or not there's the ability to make use of any carry forward allowances. ISA contributions or subscriptions, however you refer to it, again, it's really important to ensure that clients have maximised use of their ISA subscription limit, which for the current tax year, so the 19-20 tax year, stands at £20,000. This limit can actually be split across various ISA accounts, so it can be split between your cash ISAs as well as your stocks and shares ISAs. It's just important to bear in mind that clients can only have one type of each ISA per tax year. Income tax allowances. Again, it's important to ensure that clients are making use of their personal allowances and personal savings allowances, dividend allowances, etc. There's also the marriage allowance that needs to be considered, i.e., do you have any clients which can potentially elect to transfer up to 10% of their personal allowance to their spouse or registered civil partner? The rule here is that neither individual must be paying tax at the higher rate. So again, it's important to look at the client's circumstances to ensure whether or not this allowance could be used. Also, you could have clients who wish to maximise tax relief by investing in things like EISs or VCTs, which enables them to obtain 30% tax relief up to the subscription limits of the EIS and VCT investments. Capital gains tax annual exemption as well. This is another valuable exemption which is often not used by many clients. So again, it's important to ensure maybe if they haven't got sufficient funds to top up, for example, their ISA, could they be encashing some unit trusts or OICs in order to use their capital gains tax allowances and then use the funds to top into their ISA. Inheritance tax allowances is also another one which clients ought to make use of. The annual £3,000 exemption for IHT purposes, whilst it can be carried forward for one tax year only, you always need to ensure that you're using the current year's allowance first. So again, it's important to contact clients to make sure that they're maximising use of the annual exemption. The small gifts exemption, they can make gifts of £250 to any number of individuals, and again, that applies from tax year to tax year. And finally, the normal expenditure out of income exemption. If you've got clients seeking to use this exemption, then again, looking at their income throughout the tax year and establishing what excess income they may or may not have is very important to ensure that they're maximising use of the normal expenditure out of income exemption. Finally, we do have a lot of information on TechLink which can help your clients maximise their reliefs and exemptions with all of the tax year end planning. And also, if you haven't seen it, please do check out the Tax Health Check, which is basically split into a questionnaire and meeting planner, which enables your clients to answer some questions and provides them with some planning opportunities to ensure that the main allowances, exemptions and reliefs are maximised. Thank you.